me, Traylor. Today we are looking at fabrics. So I don't know if you remember or have seen this video, but a month or so ago I introduced the beginning of the Stash Builder collections. We've got several of them that's going to come out this year. The one I showed you last month was Peace Lily. That comes out in August. I've got another one, and this one is Honeycomb. So these Stash Builder collections, they are meant to be easy to use fabrics that are mostly blender, and they're all in like a very tight color palette. So no multicolors going on, or just the bare minimal. We're sticking with a single color family. I have a book coming out this fall called Stash Work, and I'm gonna these are geared towards that book, and I'm gonna go into all that much later, but for now I'm just getting ready and getting these fabric lines in place. Again, this would be for like your yellow or brown drawer, basket, bin, wherever you store your fabric. This would beef up that space for you and kind of maybe balance out your drawer if you're lacking fabrics in that space. This is a mini collection. I don't know if I've mentioned that already, just like Peace Lily was. It's 10 prints. These are prints that you've seen from me before. They've just been recolored, so you've seen all of these, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them individually now. All right, so here we go. We're just going to take a look at these individually, and I'm going to tell you, where they all come from. All right, so this one is Pampas Grass Parchment, and Pampas Grass is from my Gentleness collection, which is a low volume collection, and I have it in 2 other colorways, but this is bringing some color into it this time because the other 2 were low volume. But yeah, this is actually, Gentleness was actually my second collection, so it's been a long time since I've gotten to use or to recolor this fabric. All right, this one is Wander in Blonde Wood, and Wander is from my Someplace Grand collection. I love this fabric. On the computer, it doesn't look like much is going on, but in person, it's just, great texture. It looks like texture. I really like it. Another blender, really easy to use. The color is kind of a sandy or maybe a dirty yellow. This one is Pressed Coneflowers in Flaxen. Pressed Coneflowers is a design from my Garden Therapy collection that was all green, if you remember that one. So this one is a nice medium shade of yellow, and then it's got tones of pink, brown, blush. I probably wouldn't call this one a blender, but it would definitely be easy to use, especially if you're using, yellow, pink, or brown. So, and those flowers could be fussy cut or, not fussy cut. All right, this one is Fly Away in Pineapple. Fly Away is another design from my Gentleness collection, but I did kind of alter the design a little bit. Instead of just using it as it was, it had these dots, and it had them clustered together in little, places all over the fabric, just kind of clustered, and I spread them out instead. Again, Gentleness was at the very, very beginning of my fabric design journey, so I like it this way, I think, a lot better. And this one is, another medium shade of yellow, but with pops of orange and pink and a brighter yellow too. So this one would be really, really cute fussy cut. This one is Roadmap in Sepia. This is from my Someplace Grand fabric collection. This would be a geometric blender. And I kind of like to think of it as a plaid, even though it's not quite plaid. It has a plaid vibe to it. This would definitely be blender. Very, very minimum color. This one is kind of a very, very light shade of brown or tan, and the little designs are pink and white. This one is Missing Love in Bumblebee. Missing Love has has been from 2 collections. It was from Wholehearted and Lighthearted. So here it is again in an all new color. The bumblebee is a very bright yellow and minimal color. This has got the pale light flowers and then just the background color. Not much else is going on. So blender and floral. All right, this one is Floating Anemone in Caramel. I can never say that just right. This fabric design is from Cinnamon Tea, but here it is in this really deep, rich shade of, it's definitely a brown, but I feel like it's a little bit of a reddish brown. I don't think I've really had reddish brown yet. The design is very minimal. This would be a floral blender. Very easy to use because the design just kind of sinks away into the background. This is Blooming Babies in Brown Sugar. This design is from my Lighthearted fabric collection. So this is the first time you're seeing it in color. And it is this nice shade of medium brown. I feel like this is a shade of brown that I don't see a lot of fabrics in and that I'm constantly looking for when I'm making quilts. So I really wanted to incorporate this shade. The flowers are peach, pink, and yellow. And there's some touches of white too in this one. But I really like this. I really liked this fabric design in those low volumes that I had it in before. But this is gonna be fun to use, and it's like I said, it's a color I've been wanting to have. This one is called Night Dreams in Ochre, and this is probably my second favorite from this collection. Night Dreams was first shown in my Garden Therapy collection, and it was in, I think, a minty shade of green, a really pretty shade of green. But here it is in this deep gold. If you are familiar with some of the solids I use a lot, this would be reminiscent of like pure raw gold. The stars are pink and outlined in a brighter yellow. And this isn't like a solid back here. This has got some texture to it, which you can kind of see on screen, but you can see a lot more in person. It's just kind of muddied up. And I like that. I'm really, really excited about this fabric. All right, so that was Night Dreams in Ochre. One more, and this one is definitely my favorite. This is Joy Sparker in Dandelion. Joy Sparker was from my Wholehearted fabric collection, and I like this fabric. I liked it in the other way, which was, I think, a little purpley shade, but I really, really like it in this gold. In this version, it's very, very limited. Again, this is a very dark shade of yellow and with some brighter and some pale yellow in it. So limited color, but I feel like it's got that, you know, that wow factor. This design is just really great. All right, so here they are all together. So you can see them fanned out a little bit and see what they look like together. Now, these collections, you know, not necessarily need to be used together. It's just kind of to beef up your yellow-brown stash. So if your yellow-brown stash, you know, needs a makeover, or you don't have enough of that color and want to, you know, make a more well-rounded yellow-brown drawer, this would definitely do that. And like I said, they're easier to use fabrics. I know I've got a few on here that definitely you would have to be using those colors, but for the most part, I feel like they would be, you know, pretty easy to use if you were making something very yellow, or, you know, yellow to brown, or even pink and yellow, or peach and yellow, something along those lines. I think this collection would work. But for the most part, they're just here as stash builders, not for any quilt in particular. All right, so that is Honeycomb. Hey, I am at meanderandmake.com, and you can either click on this search bar, type in Honeycomb, and it should pull it up. It may pull up more than just this collection, but it'll definitely get it pulled up. But you can come over here to fabric, and then come down here to collections. They're in alphabetical order, and then just scroll to Honeycomb, and it will pull it up this way too. All right, so we're selling it in 2 different ways. You can buy the bundle here, and you know, you can get fat quarters or half yards, or you can come over here to the yardage individual yardage listing. Click on this one. And then this is individual pieces of this collection. So if you come down here and click on one of these names, it'll show you what the individual fabric looks like. So it does that for all of these. There's 10 fabrics, and you can order, you can pre-order a yard. This listing will disappear after we've placed our order for these fabrics. And then after that, you'll be able to buy, smaller increments. But for pre-ordering purposes, we're selling it in 1 yard increments. So if you need something, for backing or what have you, you can get it right here. So Honeycomb is scheduled to arrive in late August. It will arrive to me in late August. I'll need a few days, to get everything cut up and shipped out. So you can expect to be receiving it early September. We are going to have it for sale the same way we always have these for sale, in fat quarter or half yard bundles, or you can pre-order individual yardage of any of these prints. I always say that's a good thing to do if you're wanting something for backing or binding. I'm going to have links to all of that below. One more thing, Honeycomb is going to be coming at the exact same time as Peace Lily. So if you've already ordered Peace Lily and you think you might want Honeycomb, leave a note at checkout for these, and I will combine your orders and refund that extra shipping fee. I've actually already started a quilt in Peace Lily. It's a very, very simple quilt, but I'm even more excited about Honeycomb because yellow, golds, browns, are my thing. So anyway, I can't wait to see what you think about these fabrics, and I'm really excited to get something made with them. So I will talk to you later.